he he faked McDonald's. He uh, he he fucking faked McDonald's. That's what happened. Um, Don the Con, the Art of the Steal, the Liar in Chief, the I, I, I apoplexy is when you simply can't make words come out to describe things, and um, this is it. Right now, there's a few weeks left, so God only knows. But he fucking faked McDonald's. Why? Why would anyone do that? It's it's not a high risk environment. I mean, I get the motivation. Obviously, he wants to show himself as somehow a human being, and compare his few hours to Kamala Harris' experience of actually working at McDonald's, and of course his core supporters, the MAGAvinians, they'll suck it up like chocolate ice cream. But why would one be nervous and fake McDonald's? Well, I'll tell you why. But first, a sip. Because Donald doesn't do so well in situations where the crowd isn't heavily prepped and conditioned and slanted for Donald. And there's a very large possibility. And I'm not going to throw heat on McDonald's, by the way. I don't blame them. It's they're a fast food restaurant. Any publicity in their minds is good publicity. But Donald Trump doesn't do so well with folks who don't do so well with Donald. And if you just have a former president of the United States in the drive-thru line at any fast food restaurant, there's as good a possibility, especially in our almost 50-50 divided polity, that you're going to get some naysayers, that you're going to get some folks who have some not so kind things. And Donald Trump's effort of being Joe Sixpack quickly goes down the tubes. He has a meltdown and engages with customers, and you don't want that. In an uncontrolled environment, and suddenly you've got an even worse event than when people find out that the event you're doing was all staged. So I get it. I totally get it. Donald Trump and his planners, his handlers, did the best they could to create a safe and sound environment where Donald Trump could at least give off the appearance of a human being. Now, it didn't take long for the story to break. It didn't take long for folks to figure out, oh, well, just like every other thing Donald Trump has ever done, the fix was in. He lied to his supporters. He lied to his critics. He lied. Why do you do that? And I'll tell you why. Because if we've learned anything, about half of the registered voters, and I'm not counting the tidal wave of previously unregistered voters and youngsters who have been moved by the events of the Trump kangaroo court and um, the COVID disaster rearing its historic head, and so on and so on. I'm not talking about those folks. I'm talking about that rarefied polity that CNN and MSNBC are all calling upon that say it's a dead heat. Half of the voters, half the registered voters that we essentially knew were registered last time are going to vote for a letter. It doesn't matter who the candidate is, they're going to vote for a letter. And that letter, no matter what it does, is still going to get a vote. Now, that's a terrifying fact of the American elections, but it's truth. It's a reality. So, what did he have to lose? And the answer is he had nothing to lose. The people who know he always lies know he always lies. The people who refuse to believe that he lies, they refuse to believe that he lies. So what he got was a PR moment. And of course he'll claim no wrongdoing, he won't take any responsibility, on and on and on. It was a no-loss venture for Donald Trump, even though it was just another typically bald-faced lie. So in this case, much as I hate it, I have to handle it to him. He sure does love the uneducated, and he sure does know how to tug at their heartstrings. But what's not so impressive for Trump is that he's already won them over. And I get it, he didn't have to answer questions, and he didn't have to go in front of a crowd and meander for hours. And he did get free French fries and probably several Big Macs and lots of Diet Coke. So in that way, it was a win. And it does sort of give the appearance of an endorsement, although McDonald's has gone on record that they do not endorse either candidate. But that doesn't matter. So, give the devil his due. He got his PR moment. He saved himself from having to do another sleepy, droning, bitter, hate-fueled volley of invectives. And, for a few short minutes, at least on tape, he almost appeared human. Way to go, Donnie.